You know, in life, a lot of people are going to try and tell you that dreams don't come true. Now, that may be true for the majority of you, but for me, well, I'm a little bit different, and you might pluck up the courage to ask why. Well, folks, my dreams, they're small. Peshy dreams. Dreams that a huge percentage of the population would scratch their heads at. One of which is being able to enjoy Transformers Metro Titan in the comfort of my own home. Metro Titan's a 1990 Japanese-only release, a recolour of 1986's Metroplex. Unlike the noble Metroplex, though, this bad bastard fights for the Decepticon cause. That fucker. But let's not judge Metro Titan too harshly. After all, they look magnificent, and isn't that justification enough for the actions? Like, I don't know if I prefer this deco to Metroplex. It's certainly more vibrant. Maybe it's just different. Like, I don't have to make that decision, thankfully. I can avoid that question entirely. Like this, look. This video is made possible by Nick from Toy Foo, who loaned me a ton of his stuff, and Metro Titan here was high on my list of requests. I've always liked this mould, and this is essentially the one variant of it. In fact, once I played around with it, I ordered the knockoff version that you may have seen showing up on the usual sites. How will that compare to the might of the original? Well, let's find out over the course of this video on my YouTube channel, TRDQ. First things first, okay, the elephant in the room. After nearly 35 years, the original Metro Titan has got a bit of a suntan. The white plastic's changed to a, honestly, quite becoming beige, and I'm not going to stand here and tell you that it's better for it, but it's certainly not worse. I'm going to take a look at Metro Titan through the lens of the original, and then we'll compare the KO, okay? Second up, we're missing the Micromaster connector ramp that Metro Titan came with, which connected the base mode to Micromaster sets, but that's not a really big deal necessarily. The only other thing that I can think of, we're missing that blue building piece on the back. That's honestly probably the most superfluous part of any incarnation of this mould, but I'll use the one that came with the KO, just saying before you jump in with your horse shit. The only other major difference to Metroplex is Metro Titan's wee pal, Metro Bomb, a Micromaster who came exclusively with this set, and I do love their vibrant orange, and yes, it's mildly terrifying to play with considering its rarity. Thanks. Standing there like he's waiting online for a bus, Metro Titan can't really do much in the robot mode. We've got shoulder swivel, which I'll show you, and waist swivel that I'll absolutely not attempt until it's 100% necessary. This mould's notorious for snapping in half, so just take my word for it. But it's a handsome lad, though, all covered in guns, holding guns. There are many different accessories. It's fun to come up with your preferred combination of them. And since they're a Decepticon, we'll use some of the Scramble City Decepticon combiners, which you can plonk onto the arms and shins for a mode that no one has ever once asked for. I like it a lot. It helps that Metroplex was already one of the best toys of all time. Metro Titan's got their own little stable of lackeys to order around though. Besides Metro Bomb, we've got Metro Dash. It's a recolour of Metroplex's Scamper, and it's so weird seeing a toy that I know so well in this vibrant red. It's the same great quick transformation, using the guns on top to make the arms, and he's got a little pistol of his own too. It's a great inclusion, one which Metro Titan lets sleep inside his bra. Metro Shot is a redeco of Metroplex's PAL 6 gun, who's made up of several towers and gun accessories. I've always thought this was such a cool idea, and the ice white and blue colour scheme really fits in with the big man perfectly. And finally there's Metro Tank, a small drone tank who differs from the original Slammer mode, only in colour. I should say this original Metro Titan didn't have a lot of stickers before this review, so I slapped on some Toy Hacks efforts with Nick's blessing, of course, and I'm quite happy with them. Okay, look, there's no more putting this off. Let's transform this guy, and may God, and more importantly, Nick, forgive me if this thing snaps in two like a fucking Kit Kat. But first up, let's do the Battle Station mode, the less fun one. It's still actually pretty good, a rolling fortress with guns pointed forward, and you can use these sections as launching or landing bays if you have an imagination. In this mode we flip out the missile bay, and you know what, that's a good looking mode for something so completely inferior to the other two. It's a testament to how good this toy is. Okay, let's very carefully get to the next mode. Easy. Easy. The main event is the city mode, and much like the shift from Fortress Maximus to Brave Maximus, I think the darker nighttime stylings help this mode out a lot. I'll always love Metroplex, but this pips it for me. There's just a lot to look at here, the ramp that folds out from Metro Dash's house, with a launcher to fire them out, and there's the helipad and the tower, the little bays on each side where you can make repairs or just hang out. The world is your oyster, folks. Like Metroplex, this lad is designed to interact with the combiner team leaders attaching to these clips, and look, it's not fantastic or anything, but I've always loved this concept. Transformers has never really been a playset kind of toy line, and this probably comes closest to that. Besides Fortress Maximus. I mean, it's good enough to get me to buy a toy I already more or less own again, and risk the knockoff being shoddy quality, so How is it? Well, if honestly, the KO is pretty decent. Like, yeah, it's definitely lighter, much lighter. You can feel that softer, fudgy style plastic give way in certain places that the original doesn't. Like, I take great care with the original because of how old it is, but I take care with the KO because I don't know how many transformations it has in it. Like, I imagine maybe a few trips to base mode before it all goes on the shelf next to Metroplex forever. You know, you don't get Metro Bomb with this new version either, which is a shame, but understandable. And the other thing I wasn't keen on was the stickers. They're very poorly produced. They weren't cut very well, and like they're very prone to tearing. And so I gave up in the end, and I'll probably just get another Toy Hacks set and slap those on. I'd say as a static piece, it's great. Like I can barely fault it as something just to put on the shelf. But if you're looking for a one-to-one recreation, you're not going to find it here. Like I'll say it's worth the money it's going for right now. You'll get a lot out of that for your money, especially when you consider the cost of an actual original Metro Titan. Like I really hope the company that makes them considers recreating some of the other exclusives or hard to get toys. Like if they make a Grandis, I will take four shits and die. Promise. So thanks to Nick for the Lenny and to all of you who supported the channel on patreon.com/TRDQ. That makes all of this possible, truly, including our last episodes of the Secret Hot Tub podcast. We just interviewed UK toy magnate Thew. It's really good fun, and more are on the way. And a big thanks to patron Catherine Fox, who said on that specific day it was Chromia from the Legacy United line that was their favourite toy. I do love the colours on that toy. I will no doubt one day pick it up. So thanks, Catherine, and we'll see you next time on TRDQ.